Within such an undertaking like this course, one of the big challenges is defining a standard path that a business analyst follows to start an assignment. Define that she has enough information, ascertain what options are available, and how best to proceed. Of course, a BA might not be asked to perform all of these actions along this path, but all things, these items that we're covering are commonly seen as being business analyst activities. So the question is, what are the key elements that we as BAs are asked to actually do? Step number one, what is the need? What problem needs solving? We all know that we need to start with some sort of impetus, but our first step should always be tied to ensuring that we are solving the right problem. Very often people have a tendency in going straight to the solution as they believe it to be the most efficient way of solving an issue. The problem with this approach is that there is a clear danger of spending time on developing something that does not solve the problem that you're trying to actually solve. So, as business analysts, we should be responsible in ensuring that we have correctly identified the problem or need. This, of course, provides you with various tools and techniques for you to actually go ahead and reach that goal. Just make sure that you have a clear focus on what that actual goal is. Step number two. So we've defined the need or the problem to be solved. Do we understand everything associated with that need? For us to come up with the most effective solution, we need to understand all the requirements tied to the problem to be solved. So let's make sure our requirements are comprehensive. Otherwise, we will not be able to come up with an effective solution. This makes sense if you think about it. How can you solve anything if you don't know what is required? Yes, that falls into your remit as BA as well. Step number three. Now we know what's required. What solution works best? It's our responsibility as business analysts that all possible solutions are looked at and that we determine what the most effective approach is. Our criteria is going to include some basic elements like cost, the required quality, when it can be delivered, how the solution fits into a company strategy, just to name a few. Remember, the business analyst should not be responsible for actually choosing the solution. That has to come from those in the organization that are accountable. The BA is responsible for ensuring that the analysis is sound throughout the entire process. You can look at the components of these three steps as covering best practice. You may be asked to perform all of these duties, but that's not the point. It's important to remember that these three steps and to understand that these activities fall within the remit of a business analyst. We will visit these concepts numerous times over the next 7 weeks, so you will be given enough opportunity to understand the breadth of what I just described. Here I especially welcome discussions in the forum within this course and guarantee that I dive into all of these discussions head first, so stand to the side if you don't want to get wet. All right, see you at the next lecture. Thank you.